your style of play, Nico Ryan's just talking about toughness and pass rushing skills. How do you describe your game?
Just hard nosed, relentless. I'm gonna give you all I got every play.
You had one of your better years at what, 34,
33.
33. What we same age? What you contribute to that?
Like I said, just taking care of my body, maintenance. Being able to go whenever I'm called on, and just study and just doing what I do, playing ball.
Obviously you had your best career, best season of your career. What made you kind of choose Houston out of all the options that you had?
I just wanted to come be a part of something that that's going in the right direction. I really can't. I just want to be a part of something great. You know what I mean?
As a former undrafted player, how were you able to find success in this league throughout since 2014?
Just competing. It's gonna always be that one guy that they bring in to kind of push you out the way. But if you keep whooping those guys out, you're gonna succeed.
When it comes to where you line up, do you have a preference whether you're lined up across the tackle or if you're over at the guard? Do you like both of them? What are some things you maybe like or don't like about
it don't matter. Just put the ball down. I just want to play ball. It don't matter.
When you look at D'Amico Ryan's defense, what were some things that stood out about joining this team and what you think you can contribute to it?
Just that swarm, the swarming to the ball, relentless effort, getting out the stack. It's just the way the defense set up is how I play the game. So I feel like it would have been a great fit for me.
What have you gotten to know about Will Anderson since you've been here?
Oh, man. Will knows it all, man. He knows the defense. He helps me out learning the system. You know what I mean? He's a good guy, good kid. You know what I mean? So just being around Will, I look forward to playing with him.
When you look at some of those guys that are here that maybe had that same trajectory like you had early on in your career, Khalil, Kurt, just getting to know those guys, how has that been?
It's been smooth, man. Like I said, I'm just here to be a great teammate and help us win. So I ain't hard to get along with. Like I said, I'm trying to be a great teammate.
You got to see the offense firsthand last year in Tennessee, but from just getting to know him, what have you noticed about C.J. Stroud and his leadership?
Oh, a great leader. I was watching him in practice today, man, just watching him move and practice like he really that guy. You know what I mean? So, like I said,
it looks like you could be playing at different spots along the defensive line. What's kind of the different fundamentals that you have to kind of use, whether you're playing in the 2-eye versus you're playing in the 3-tech versus playing in the 5? What type of fundamentals do you have to kind of use when you're playing in those different spots?
They really don't change if you're just getting off and attacking. I'm just going to attack in every position I'm at, and it should work out for me.
Couple more. D'Amico was mentioning how there's a lot of depth at your position, and that kind of breeds a lot of competition in front. How has that been the last couple of days, getting to enjoy that a little bit when it comes to the competition in your position?
Repeat that again.
D'Amico was mentioning how the defensive line group is a nasty group. You guys are going to have a lot of fun this year. How fun has it been for you guys to get an opportunity to compete when it comes to what you've been able to enjoy so far the last couple of days?
Like I said, just looking around the room and seeing that we got depth and got great guys in there. Like you said, Will, Mario, Daniil. Just being able to play with those guys. I'm not trying to beat nobody out, but I just want to be a part of something great.
What's your focus going to be between now and the beginning of training camp?
Just getting in shape and learning the program.
Do you feel familiar and comfortable with Houston now?
Oh yeah, the heat. Oh yeah.
Last one. D'Amico, when you look at a team, they all have goals at the start of the year, but for you individually, do you have any certain goals you want to achieve this upcoming season?
Nah, I'm just want to play ball, man.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Does it help that Aziz is here with you to help you get familiar with being here?
Yeah. We was talking earlier this morning about the defense. Like I said, he's helping me walk through the program, not program, but the system and learning the defense.
Yesterday, CJ said that he's like the quarterback on that defense. What makes him so special?
He's a leader. He's a real leader. He's vocal. He gonna straighten you out when you're wrong, and that's just him.
All set? All right.
Yep, no problem.
Looking at the defensive additions, it's a lot of turnover from last season. How do you feel like they're gelling, and what kind of defense do you think this can be?
Yeah, I think it's a special thing that we got going on here on defense, man. And it's been such a blessing to be a part of this group already. Just the togetherness of the D-line, to the togetherness of the defense. It's been really special, man. Aziz, he's really been taking charge, man. He's been, challenging all of us just to come out and give effort every day. Getting your playbook, know your job, know your responsibility, and holding people accountable. And that's what you need in the middle of a defense.
Well, what were the biggest changes you made in this offseason, particularly for yourself?
Man, the way I eat, the way I take care of my body, the way I study, really just self-assessing everything that I was doing from last year to this year. And those are the areas that I really want to improve on, getting bigger, stronger, and faster, and be able to, make sure that towards the end of the season I can last longer. I still got good weight. I still got good playing strength and all that type of stuff. So those have kind of been the things that I've really been trying to home in on and making sure that my body is right and where it needs to be at.
Last week, go ahead.
Along those same lines, how have you seen, the changes that you made throughout the offseason, kind of improve your game so far?
Yes, it's been it's been crazy, man. Pass rush is so many different things, and you really don't know how to put it all in once until you finally get a chance to talk to other pass rushers and Myles Garrett and Daniil, and working on your ankle flexion, working on your hips, all those different things just to loosen you up to be able to be more bendy around the edge, to be able to open up more moves for you. So for me, that was my biggest thing, is working with my ankle mobility, working with my hips, arm strength, grip strength, all those things. So those are areas that I've really been focusing on in this OTA. I've had the privilege to, learn from Daniil and see how he works and try to some of the moves and stuff like that. And they're working because I've learned how to take care of my body and how to do those things to help me turn the corner, how to help me get off blocks, how to help me escape, how to use a long arm and things like that.
Last week, Joe Mixon said that, he's glad that he's on this team and don't have to go up against you all's defense.
Yeah.
When you look at the other side of the ball, with the additions that they made on offense, what do you think about what Nick was able to add this year? Man,
it's electric, man. They got a lot of skilled guys over there, great O-line, great running back room, of course, CJ, man. So it's very special what they have going over there, man, and they've been bonding really well. They do a lot of things outside of here. Diggs, he's been a great addition. Nico, Tank, all those guys. They've been learning from each other, and you can see that on the field, man. They're flying around, having fun. So I'm excited to see how the offense does. It's so electric over there, man, and CJ's leading the way.
Nico see a small fraction of your day with Daniil. It appears your relationship is quickly developing and very close. Is that accurate?
It's very accurate. He's very approachable. And he's not the type that he knows a lot. He doesn't want to keep it to himself. He always pulls me to the side, hey, this is what I seen. You can do this, you can do that. This is how you can do this. This is how you can do this drill. Now we have this thing at the beginning of the practice where we're just working our hands, getting our hand movements faster, everything like that. But also just getting to learn each other, while we do this, what do we love to do outside of this? And, we meet at the quarterback and then we holding each other around the neck, running down the field. It's been fun so far, man, and I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you had an opportunity to do so yet, but have you had an opportunity to match up against Kenyon Green? And if so, what are some of the things that experience was like?
I went against Kenyon in high school. I mean, not in high school, in college, when he played tackle, and it was kind of different than he played guard. I haven't really went against Kenyon and while he played guard, just a little bit on stunts and stuff like that. But I can say about Kenyon, he's been really good this offseason, man. He's been taking care of his body, rehabbing, doing everything the right way, showing up, and just trying to get better. And I got a chance to just keep watching him try to improve, man. And it's been, it's been great to see. So I'm really excited for him, man. He has big things coming from himself and for the team. And I'm just excited to see him go.
You got to see him play a little bit when he was in college, but what is a guy like Kamari Lassiter coming from the SEC from a secondary?
Yeah, man, I've been so amazed by him, man. He's been making plays left and right all over the field. He got the Swarm Player of the Day. He's electric, man. Another young guy that we can't wait to keep seeing grow and stuff like that. And I think he can do great things for this defense and be a part of something special that we have going on here. And, it's just that mentality that you have coming from the SEC. So he gets it. He knows, now is the time. He don't have to wait for nobody. He's not scared to jump up in front of the line. He's not scared to go make plays. That's the type of mentality that he has coming from a place like that. But that's just who he is, and he understands what we're trying to do here.
What have been your early impressions of Blake Fisher?
Blake Fisher, man, he's very athletic, great feet. huge, great arms, great hands, everything like that, man. I'm really excited to keep matching up against him. I went against him one time. I just wanted to test his temperature out to see what he had. I was just going to wait till he get past him, but I can tell he has that dog mentality in him, and he has LT and Titus over there coaching him up, so he's going to be he's in good hands.
How does it feel? D'Amico said like a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last month, that if you want to look at a player who like embodies our program, look at Will Anderson. What do you think about that? And have you purposely taken on more of a leadership role to be kind of example for other people?
Yeah, man, it's a blessing, and I think God gives all of us gifts. And I think a gift for me right now is just leadership. He's blessed me to be able to connect with people and to be able to, be a positive influence on people. And my thing from like last year was just like, I'm just trying to get in the system. I'm just trying to, maneuver my way around. And this year, I just feel like it would be selfish of me and knowing what I've been through and having that experience now not to give back. You know what I'm saying? And I know what the standard is here. I know what the expectation is here. And ultimately, we all want to win. And we're making a culture that's a winning culture. So I know what it takes to have a winning culture. So I'm going to do my best to try to uplift guys and bring guys to that culture and have fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's my biggest thing. Like flying around, having fun and connecting with guys is just something that I think kind of comes natural to me, and I really enjoy it because those are the guys you're going out there and balling with, so it's special.
Well, you and Christian Harris are really close.
Yes.
How do you feel about how he played that second half of the season, how he was able to come on in? How do you feel like you and that defensive front can contribute to helping him continue to grow this season?
Man, Christian's making our job easier, man. He's getting downhill, filling gaps, hitting people. He's flying around, man. He just got comfortable in the system, man. Christian's a guy every day that he's meeting with coach. He's in his iPad as soon as practice is over. He's, over there at somebody else's locker. That's another linebacker trying to get better. So it's a blessing to have Christian on this team, man. He brings a lot of, grit and hard work to this team that, a lot of people may not see, man. But when you see his game, man, he's flying around, he's hitting people. And that's what I know Christian is, man. So he's been building, man. He just wants to be the best version of himself. And ultimately, he wants to be the best player in this league.
Coach talked
Last two guys.
Coach talked a little bit about watching film last year, and plenty of times you'd see his Z's because if you were watching San Francisco film. With him now being a part of this defense, how have you seen him kind of translate into that leadership role? Because that was a big thing that what D'Amico said was a selling point for him to come here.
Yeah, like I was just saying earlier, like he's bringing us in together as a defense and talking to us, holding us accountable, challenging us every day to get to the ball, to get off the ball, to make plays, all this other stuff. And, it's a funny story. The other day, like all my years of football, I never had a line. Like my thing is like I don't want anybody to send it to me. Like I'm always self-aware. And so I jumped off sides and I got mad at myself. And he was like, stop fucking pouting. And it kind of like, hold on, like, who are you talking to? Like, and it changed my, I respected that because I was like, bro, okay, I respect that because as a man and as a player, bro, we all need that. You know what I'm saying? And I look at him totally, I looked at him different, but I really look at him totally different now because that's the type of, mentality that we have to have if we're going to go far in this league and if we're going to win a lot of games, somebody that's not scared to get on people when they do the wrong thing. So it was a challenge for us, and I accepted it.
Coach Burke said that they went through, and every player they went out and every player they did a video and showed them what they needed to improve on and to work on coming into this season. What was yours?
Mine was just getting extension at the top of my rush and being able to create that separation and stuff like that. And I thought I did a really good job in OTAs of really trying to perfect my craft of doing that and spending extra time on the field with Daniil, with Coach Rod, with Coach Nate, and really just learning how to keep doing that and how to better my craft. So that's what's one thing that I'll continue to work on. Thank you, guys. I'm very impressed by Will. Technically, he's still a rookie, but it doesn't seem like he's a rookie. I mean, it feels like he's like in year 4 or 5 or 6 by the way he plays, the way he carries himself. You don't see that much in like people and players that are just year 1 going into year 2. So that's very big coming from him.
What's an example of how he's carried himself that's really impressive, like something that he may have done?
He always holds himself accountable. Like he's always coming outside, playing practice with the same attitude every day. Trying to lead the group from the front, and you don't see that in like players that are year 1. And his desire to just want to be great. He's always trying to get better. He's trying to learn from me everything that he could possibly learn as a football player, as a defensive end. And you don't see that a lot this day in playing football. So I'm really impressed by that.
What do you see as you get to know Danico as a teammate and then Will as a teammate, what you guys have already done in your respective careers? What do you see as what this D-line can do?
I feel like we got a good combination of vets and younger guys. What we bring to the table as veterans, we have wisdom that we can share with the younger guys, and we got guys like Will that's hungry, and a good combination of that. The sky's the limit to us. So just gotta go out there and then run the scheme of the defense, and anything's possible.
Daniil, when you look at a guy like Azeez Al-Shaair, D'Amico, Will, CJ have all talked about his leadership, his attributes to a defense. What have you seen from him to where he has stepped up into a more prominent role with this defense?
Like I said, he just goes out there and he holds himself accountable to a lot of things. Just being the best football player he could possibly be. He's never complacent, and he's always trying to be ahead of the game. Learning from whomever, me, Danico, you can just tell that he wants to be great.
How not necessarily how lethal can you and Will be, but how beneficial will it be for you knowing that you have Will on the other side and vice versa?
I think it's very beneficial for our defense because you come to a game, a team got to choose a side. So you either got Will or you either got me or whomever's in there, rushing the passer. So you chip me or you can chip him. I mean, either way, we're going to try and bring pressure.
How does it feel just being, back home playing for the hometown team?
It feels great, being able to come back down here, playing in front of my family, friends. Been up there in the cold for a long time, but I'm back down here to the humidity, and I'm excited about that. It brings back a lot of memories growing up playing football, so I'm really excited about that.
From the outside looking in, you knew that there was talent here, but how has the team embraced you as far as having that family type feel?
There's a lot of things that you could tell that guys, they involve me in their groups. At the lunchtime, we just sit down, we talk about things. A lot of players have a lot of common hobbies. It just felt like it was just natural. Came in, everybody talked to me, the trainers, coaches, players. I just felt like it was very welcoming. So that was a good thing for me.
Go ahead.
Daniil, last week Joe Mixon was talking about playing against this defense and saying that thankfully he doesn't have to go up against it every single week. If you flip it, how do you feel about playing against this offensive practice and going up against it?
It feels good. Going up against a good offensive line and a great quarterback. Trying to find ways how to make them better. And vice versa, they try to make us better. But the biggest thing is like our defensive line. We try to affect the quarterback, and us trying to affect CJ. It makes him a better quarterback by making his reads, his throws better, and everything. So, I mean, it's just iron sharpening iron.
Can you explain? I know you're from the area, but you've been up in the north for most of the year. Getting yourself reacclimated to come down here and play, and not just say, because in Minnesota, probably after September, everything cooled down and everything. Now you got to deal with the heat probably all the way through November, December, something. Just reacclimating your body to the area down here.
Honestly, when I was in Minnesota, when the season ended, I came down here to train. So it was a plus to come down here and trade in the humidity, the heat, and the sun. And whenever I would go back up there, it'd be a breeze because the weather was so much better. But I've been training here for months now, and I feel like my body's reacclimating, and the biggest part is just wearing the football equipment. I mean, I got to get used to that part. So I got to train this summer, get myself ready for all that. It's stuff that I've done before in the past, so, I mean, that's all I have to do.
Let's do a couple more.
You talked about going up against this offense already. Are you looking forward to camp, presumably when you'll get to go up against Titus and Laramie on a regular basis? Have you mentioned that to them, like, come on out here, let's go?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that already. I mean, Titus, he watches me, and he says, like, oh, I see what kind of moves you do and all that stuff, and he's preparing himself, and I haven't really seen much about him, but, like, I'm the kind of player I'd learn on the go. So that's something we talked about, and I'm looking forward to going against him.
Will is still a very young player, but you also have guys like Solomon Byrd and Dylan Horton who are also being a part of this defense. Where have you seen their development, and have they been very vocal with you trying to enhance their skill sets?
Yeah, they came a long way. You could tell that they're eager to learn as well. They ask questions. They pay attention to detail. When you see them when they're out there on the practice field, they try to apply everything we went through in the warm-ups. So that's a plus for them, and it's a plus for us because we're going to need everybody.
Go ahead, DJ.
What are some ways that you've been able to kind of, because while you say, Will he acts like he's like a veteran, obviously you've been in this league a lot longer. What are some things that you've been able to teach him to help improve his game as a teammate?
Playing defensive line, it's always about the little things. Your hands, your eyes, your feet, and he pretty much has everything as a defensive end, but the biggest things is just staying on the little things. You just never forget, like, your hands, your eyes, your foot placement, and you work on those things every day. The sky's the limit, for him.
There's a lot of expectations on this team. When the schedule came out, there's primetime games, something that this team hasn't had in a while. What are some of your personal expectations for yourself?
I mean, I like primetime games. I'm excited about it. Looking forward to some of those games. Hopefully, I don't think we play primetime there. So, but yeah, I'm excited about it. I saw that last year. You guys didn't have much primetime games, but this year it's. I think it'll be fun because I like to show the world like what we're capable of as a team. And it's very important because all our families from all around the world, they get to see us perform. So I'm looking forward to those games.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.